Hello everybody, Frankie Day here on YouTube. Okay guys, I just got done posting the final reveal of a Craig Huffs WW1 Biplane group build, my second entry, and that's all finished. So right now I got thinking a while ago, I'm going to go ahead and start the I think I'll start my Arizona tomorrow, and I think I'll start a brand new week out of fresh and get my Arizona going, and get a couple videos within the week on that, and get the keel laid out on the Titanic. In between those two builds I'm doing on it, I'll be doing a little plastic, and then probably maybe a group build or two, maybe I'll get involved just to break up the monotony a little bit. That way I can have both worlds. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and do one more for Craig Huff, if Craig don't mind. And this will be my third and last entry for his group build. And this is possibly maybe a week or 2 week build. Maybe about 2 weeks. And before I show the inbox view of the kit that I'll be doing for his group build, on that rodent kit I got, guys, I'm gonna tell you something, fellas. I've built a lot of kits before in my lifetime, but that rodent kits are strictly on the cob, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, that thing presented fit issues, and which are overcome, and I can see no kit's infallible. But I'm quoting this from Gary Brinkler, like he's wondering, and he posted on his video that parts on his model wasn't on his Bruno schooner were oversized, or wrong, or something like that. So he finally got the parts back for him. But I'm always in question. Is there any quality control? I'm getting to believe that these kit manufacturers just go ahead and box it and they set it out. Let us worry about it. And so anyway, I don't know about these rodent kits. They're something they're new to me, and a lot of you fellas are not new to, because you guys have probably got a few in your stash and probably worked on a few. And like you guys saying to me, welcome to the club. Anyway, in an overall perspective, it turned out to be a pretty good model when it was all finished. But like I say, what really got my my goose cooked was those decals. I put those decals in nice warm water, a little Joy soap in there, and let them sit there for a while, and took them out, leave them to sit there a couple of seconds. Took a nice moist paintbrush and transferred the decal from the carrier sheet onto the model itself. Damn thing fell apart right on the carrier sheet. Couldn't believe it. Every one of them done that. And I might readily go, I say, well, I ain't no way I'm going to write to the company and send a decal sheet, because I got no time for that. So I salvaged them, restored them, and I got them to the normal way, like where they're supposed to be. And so I'm happy I got that done. Anyway, it's out of the way. I got 7 more of those little devils too in my stash. I ain't no hurry to build. That's for certain. So anyway, guys, well, enough rodent kits, man. That's it. They more or less directed towards skilled workers and stuff, but even a person with skills, with modeling experience, wouldn't fart around with a model like that. The detail is excellent. That's the only thing I can say about the kit, fellas. The detail it's there. The texture, fabric texture on there from the silk was doped over. You can see the lingeries that go through the fabric inside the fuselage. All these are very beautiful detail notes. But when it comes just the kit, man, it's for the pits. Okay guys, enough of that jazz. Let's get to the main base of the video. Okay guys, this is going to be my third and last entry of Craig Huffs WW1 group build. I don't think Craig would mind. He did 3, and old Frankie Day will do 3 too. So right here guys, I got this kit I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, 4 months ago, pretty recently anyway. This is the kosher kit. Kosher. This is the Airfix 172 Royal Aircraft Factory RE8 reconnaissance craft. This is the second release of the Airfix 1/72 scale kits ever made. The first one was the F2B Bristol fighter, or the Brisfit, and that was both these kits came out back in 1958. And Airfix was probably making other kits probably by then too, like carriages and cars and such. But when they got into the high fidelity of 1/72 scale aircraft and miniature, which was a constant scale back then and still is now, they came out with the F2B Bristol fighter. That's the one that Craig Huff done on the group build that he hosted on, and this came out right after that, 1958. So this is number 2. Then after that, the D5 came out, and the rest of it came out, and the rest is history. But just as a technical note, though, this is the second 1/72 scale aircraft Airfix has released since they were in the business. So this is an old tooling kit. It's 1958 right on the fuselage, like I told you guys was, and this is a very excellent kit. I think I built about 3 of these in my lifetime, and they came out pretty well. Again, the rigging we've done with fuse wire, but this time I'm going to go ahead and use monofilament, and because the stretch is pretty strong on this one here, and because I'm pretty well familiar with this kit in general, because I did the other one with monofilament. So what's going to be done is going to be that when the aircraft is constructed, the bottom wing will be on the fuselage, and the cabin struts and airplane struts will be in line with the wing. Then I go ahead and rig the struts up and place the wing on top, seal the airplane. On the other hand, I just may go ahead and use fuse wire, but I remember last one I used monofilament. It came out pretty well. This is a lot more stronger than the Rodin kit. The struts are pretty beefy in here, so Airfix wasn't skimpy with their plastic. And getting on with the inbox of view. Open up right here. Start with instructions. This is a pretty good kit, guys. I got my $8 worth in this one here. These are typical Airfix instructions, construction kit. It's all in different nationalities. And what I like about at the end of the instructions are called modeler's notes. And these modeler notes right here, they're more or less logging down the build as it goes along, what was done on the aircraft like that and everything. Actually, we go to IPMS model conventions. A lot of these guys save these, and they make sure these are all in pristine condition. No paint, no glue, no finger marks, or nothing. They make sure this is pristine. And actually, it's a promotion toward the build, towards the judging. See, a lot of the judges go around, and they see stuff like this as eye candy to these fellas. These guys see this as, man, look, I did all this stuff for this airplane right here. They look at it. It actually helps you win, guys. And it's actually truthful, because what's documented on these modeler notes right here, it's what's done in this, what's built on the kit. So this is a pretty good plus right here. That's if you're going to conventions. If not, just for the fun of it, for the hell of it, if you're serious about what you're doing, go ahead and log down what you're doing on it. Simple as pie, fellas. Simple as pie. These are typical Airfix instructions. They're a lot different than the original ones. The original ones had very, very small. They all were exploded views like these, but except in one step. And I give you 2 options right here. Indeed, it is. It's a very nice airplane. It builds very, very, very good. Because, like I said, I built 3 of these before, and they look pretty nice. I mean, the RE8 reconnaissance plane was a pretty good size. It was a pretty good size biplane for its day. And actually the aircraft was pretty well armed too. And it did its job. It's more or less used for reconnaissance duty. And if they got involved into a big dogfight like that, it'd be worthless in battle. So a lot of them were shot down, but a lot of them were escorted too with either Spads or Newports or whatever they had. Okay, guys. Lastly, we get to the parts. See if I can find the decals, fellas. Here they are, right here. One thing about Airfix, to give you these little club things right here, fellas, you know, and a lot of guys take them, they 86 it right in the shit can. The decal's pretty good. Like I said, on the original kit, they didn't give you 2 options. They only gave you 1. It only came with the British roundels only. On the top decal sheet, that's all you got. Plus, you got the squadron code number 2, the Royal Air Corps squad logos that you had. Right over here, they didn't have that on the original one. So this is actually the next abundance to it goes to the Airfix kit. When it's actually been reboxed from the old tooling, they just made a decal sheet with 2 options. So I'm going to go ahead and use the British one. That concludes that right there, fellas. Now, lastly, we'll get to the parts. I don't want to take them out of the bag, fellas, because we got a lot of loose. I got a lot of loose parts inside here. They're running wild, and if I sure shoot and I've opened up the bag and go through these parts right here to show you, I'll lose those parts. I'll hit the deck, carpet monster gets them, or I step on them, or they just get lost. But I'll get as close as I can right here. As you can tell, the RE8 reconnaissance aircraft is a pretty good sized airplane. That wingspan right there is probably almost 8 inches. The wingtip. The bottom wingspan is probably about 5 inches, maybe 6. So it's a pretty good sized aircraft. Inside this bag contains sprues and also loose parts. It's the same 1958 boxing of the kit. It's molded in gray plastic. The original was molded in silver plastic. The ribs are overdone. So the only way to get those ribs down is use plenty of wet and dry sandpaper, 220 grit, plenty of water, and sand those wings down. The low relief in those ribs. The ribs are overdone. But back in those days, nobody took mention of it or took notice of it. It was just simulation of wing ribs. But they are oversized and they can be toned down a lot by using wet and dry sandpaper, preferred wet. The fuselage is pretty good size. A lot more bigger than the Fokker D7 fellas. That Fokker D7 was the strength of an airplane. So is the DR1 triplane. Fuselage length is about 4 inches, 4 1/4. It comes with a 4-bladed prop. The undercarriage struts, also the cabin and the interplane struts are pretty strong. They're beefy. Like I say, they can take the strength of monofilament, because I rigged 3Ds up before with monofilament. It can be done again with this kit. So evidently, folks, that's how it's going to be with this one here. I may just go ahead and use monofilament method, and it'll work pretty good. This is a dandy of an airplane. So this is going to be the next build I'm going to do. It'll be my last and third entry for Craig Huffs WW1 Biplane, the group build. And he did 3. I'll do 3. And so I'll go ahead and do this one. I'll probably start this one tomorrow, or maybe this evening. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. I'll kind of tuckered out a lot from that darn work of that D7. That D7 took the wind out of my sails. Small airplane. Size don't matter. It's just the aggravation. When you go out there and spend, it don't matter if you spend 10 cents or $10,000. You know, you expect to get you expect it to go together like the way it was designed. But y'all like to know what those guys were thinking when they produced this kit. Because they gave you no location holes. I was wondering, what the hell is location holes to this thing? And you can look at them, there's little molding pips little pips. And what you gotta do is you gotta drill them out with a 1,000th drill. You just gotta drill them out. Same thing with the wings. But the wing has molding pips on the wings where the interplane cable struts go, and they're way off. Way off. So what you have to do is make sure that the cable struts and interplane struts are relational with each other, and make sure that they're true and straight. You got to lay it and make sure on top of that top wing there, top bottom wing, make sure that those holes are lined up as well as you can with the misaligned ones. Then make yourself some new holes. And so the standing pits there, I just sanded it over like that as it was, they weren't even there. That was pretty cheesy right there, that deal. Same thing with the undercarriage, but the undercarriage, I just drill them out and cement too, that's it. But like I say, guys, those rodent kits are rough for the cob. I mean, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. A lot of you fellows have a lot of experience with those rodent kits. To me, it's a new experience. But Airfix and Revell, I'm real familiar with them. Okay, guys, right now, it's time for you to get off here. And before I get off here, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. May God bless. Happy modeling. And I got a lot of good videos coming up, as I'm always thinking all the time. And oh yeah, tomorrow I have a video. I'll make a video of my Yonkers 52, the Tonti Jew, or Iron Andy. And I'll make a video of that tomorrow. And I'm doing this as a building thread on papermodelers.com on my paper model. I'm a member there, and I got all my paper models there that I do. And right now it's holding its own on the forum. And I updated some pictures yesterday on it, and it's still up the top. And so it'll be time for me to take some pictures of it tomorrow and submit some more update photos of it. And I could be able to make a video of this tomorrow too, in token. So right now, guys, on the Yonkers 88, I got the fuselages 100% all done and finished, and I got the center wing section. It's not glued in yet though. Well, as soon as I get that thing glued in and let it dry, I'll go ahead and post a video on it tomorrow. So as of now, this is the last video for the evening for me, and tomorrow I'll do the Yonkers tomorrow. And Monday, and also tomorrow night I'll be working on Arizona and get some more parts and painted and installed on it, and that'll be that. Okay, guys, this is Frankie Day signing off one more time again, and I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. May God bless, and we'll catch you lovely guys on the next video, which will be tomorrow. So stay tuned, gentlemen, for the Tonti Jew. That'll be tomorrow night. You guys are the men. I love you guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow, folks. May God speed. Love you guys. Bye now, man.